Dose trace. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ugh, that's disgusting. You're gonna spit it up? Welcome. I'm John Canopener.
And I'm James Wang.
And together we are Rock Hard. And today what we are talking about is Dream Warriors, a little movie that came out in 1987. And James is going to take it away with his first positive or negative, whatever the fuck it is.
Okay. The first thing that I have was the opening nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
I said that it was cool, but it had like its weird moments. Yeah. Obviously, like for the time that this came out, so I kind of have to forgive it because of the year it came out. It came in 87, so it was like not as like in comparison to movies now. Like obviously the acting I got better, kind of, and but the effects in the movie were cool. But yeah, so obviously like when she picks up the little girl and it's obvious that's a fucking doll, and she hit it, and she was running away and she ran around a corner and she fucking knocked some shit over with her head like and shit. I'm like, oh my god, like you can just tell the doll. And also like when she was running in that black gooey shit and she's like running in place, I'm like, you can still keep going. Like you
try swim on it.
But aside from dumb stuff or weird dumb stuff like that, however you want to look at it, there were also some pretty cool parts in it too. And the ones that stick out to most to me was the faucet.
Yeah.
When she wakes up and she goes to the bathroom and she's trying to turn on the water and then the thing just grows into a hand and hold on to her hand and then the other one comes up like his glove.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that's pretty cool. The effects were awesome.
Slashes her. Looks like she's trying to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Off herself. Whatever.
She's supposed to unalive herself.
Oh God, I hate that. I hate that so much. I'm not saying it. But yeah, because Freddy's a little trickster like that. He pulls a couple tricks in here.
Oh yeah,
I know what you're
the
saying.
Whole movie.
In the beginning, it just it really sets the mood of like how crazy this is gonna get.
Yeah.
Because we've seen Freddy's world before, but to see it like this right off the bat, like it's
pretty cool.
It's amped up like a motherfucker.
I was like, yeah, and then that's also another thing that like I wrote too was like it was like kind of a huge change from the last one with like A Nightmare on Elm Street 2 with Jesse and stuff like, and I was saying, but it was still cool. We were talking about it earlier. I was like, I still kind of like how like in the last one in Nightmare 2, you kind of just saw like a normal like everyday like scenario, like you're on the bus to go to school and then starts shit's happening and then you realize, with him teetering and then the hell shit. But in this one, it was like already into a nightmare. Like you're going to tell like this bitch is already in a nightmare. So I'm like, it's a huge step forward because they added cool shit to it. But I'm like, I kind of like that, they didn't know.
Yeah.
Like you just act like it's like a normal everyday life and then turns to a nightmare.
Yeah.
But it was still cool nonetheless though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how she tries to stay awake.
Oh yeah.
It's. I wonder if it works. Do you think it works?
I don't know.
But what she does is she takes a scoop of dry ass coffee and a Diet Coke. She takes the coffee, puts it on her tongue, and washes it down with a big glug of Coke.
Yeah.
And we just happen to have some for you here.
Yeah, we do. And we didn't have any Diet Coke, but we got the next best thing.
We have Diet Pepsi, okay? Which is delicious, by the way.
It's still delicious either way.
Great soda choice. This is like vodka and Red Bull back in the day.
Probably. How much do we have to?
A spoonful.
Okay.
Don't get cheap on them. Give the people a show. There you go. Nice healthy spoonful.
You can get like a mountain.
There we go.
Oh God. Authentic.
There we are.
Authentic coffee grounds in a spoon.
Right, grown right here in Chile, Spain.
Yes, homegrown in Chile, Spain.
Okay, uno, dos, tres. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Ugh, that's disgusting. You're gonna spit it up? Mm-hmm. Ugh. That is fucking gross. Don't do that. Ugh. I almost puked, dude. Is he gonna puke? Yeah. Don't ever do that, people. Ugh. Oh my god, that was disgusting. And that's just gonna be my teeth all fucking day now. I took a big ass spoonful too. Don't do that. If you're gonna try it, which I highly recommend you don't, just do a little bit. Your thoughts?
All right. So for the record, I did not puke. It was okay. So have you ever done like the cinnamon challenge to where like you put it in your mouth? The same thing too. You gotta just eat a whole spoonful of cinnamon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you know how it gets like on your tongue? Like it was like all over my tongue and the back of my tongue hitting my throat, and I was like trying to drink it, and it was like not going away, so I had to spit that shit out.
You're gonna
it was
die.
like, yeah, I was gonna like suffocate and die. I was like,
I'm all laughing. This fucking guy's gonna puke.
what a pussy.
That was disgusting though. That was.
Well, props to her for fucking doing that, cause yeah, I would have done this. I don't know.
Maybe we should call that the Dream Warriors Challenge.
Dream Warriors Challenge. We're starting something right now.
Do the Dream Warriors Challenge. Don't kill yourselves though. If you guys, come on.
Know your limits.
Yeah. I don't get blamed for shit.
Know your fucking limits. I'm putting like a warning. We are not responsible for any of that shit.
And maybe try a different coffee. That was, you know, what you did? Some hot chocolate. Do that. Yeah, the whole Freddy world, the whole his house and all that crazy shit. Like, it's creepy as fuck. Just the vibe of the whole thing. And the pigs right there in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
On there. It's just creepy, gross shit like that. You know, it's off-putting. And then squeals at her and just little shit like that.
And the effects were like sick, like
really good.
Like
really
yeah,
good.
I don't want to go too far, but yeah, like the effects was like, dude, like a top notch so far. We're like 3 movies in.
Yeah, it's badass. And the melting tricycle, I think that was around that part where the tricycle. Oh, it was in somebody's room.
Oh yeah.
I might be jumping ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
But I had that written down to where, yeah, that tricycle comes in. And then there's like blood tracks behind it, and then it just starts melting. And I was like, that's pretty tight. I don't know how they did that. I got coffee all up in my shit.
All my gums.
I feel a little cracked out though. Do you?
I feel a little. I think
it might work.
I think maybe ingesting coffee grounds is yeah.
Okay.
Just straight to the source.
Yeah, if you're in a hurry.
The next thing that I have, which I actually didn't write it down, but the next thing that I would have written down was Nancy coming back. I think that was like, I mean, if you haven't seen the movie, spoiler alert, but like, when you should have, it's been like a long time since '87. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she comes back. She was gone from the last one. She was from the original one, so she's kind of like the Laurie of the fucking Nightmare on Elm Street. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Oh yeah. Sorry.
What'd you say?
Jumping ahead.
But anyway, so I mean, she's gotten better. But I can still, ever since you said it in our last video, which by the way, go check out our first Nightmare on Elm Street video, where she does like this talking like, Mom, you don't believe me. She still kind of does that. That fucking dumb shit.
Yeah, she drags her lines.
Yeah, she still does that a little bit. Yeah, and I don't know, that's what I'm saying. Like, but it was still. It's a treat to see her like a returning character to come back, and she's a little bit better, but she still does that thing with her lines in this movie, and not anymore. And but yeah, I mean that's about it.
I like her a lot better in this one.
Yeah, this one is.
Yeah, she's improved a lot.
Up,
I think, and just her being like this, because she was already heroic in the first one, but to really like give a shit about these kids, you know, and knowing everything and being on their side, because no one believes these kids. They think they're just nuts. They just label them as nuts and. Because
they done like bad shit.
So they all tried to off themselves at some point, and they're all here, and whatever. So they just nobody believes them when they talk about Freddy and they're having these nightmares. And it turns out they are the last kids from Elm Street, from the parents that killed Freddy. So that's what I'm saying too. There's a lot of cool like lore shit in here and stuff that like I'm like okay, because I've heard Dream Warriors 3 is like everybody's. Or Dream Warriors 3. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors is like, it is a fan favorite. It's like, everybody loves it.
And rightfully so, though.
Yeah, I got kind of sick of hearing it, but like, now I'm like, I get it. Like, this is a really cool movie when you sit down and just pay attention. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Nancy. That's what you're talking about.
Nancy.
Nancy's fucking draggy ass lines. But she does do better in here. She's badass. She has to do a lot of
acting-wise.
A lot of physical shit. She's all over the place.
And she's knowledgeable, so she knows what to do and how to help these kids and stuff like that. But obviously, from everyone else's point of view, she's still like, you know, like you're crazy, basically. Like that's you know, what are you talking about? These are just troubled kids. Like, you know, they're nightmares. They can't hurt them, whatever. So they're still kind of like downplaying her, even though she. By the way, like how the fuck do you not know who she is? You know her name. Don't you read a fucking newspaper? I'm sure word was spread like, yo, this shit happened to this bitch. You know?
Yeah, 6 years ago.
6 years ago, which was mentioned in this movie, which we also mentioned in the last movie. Turns out we were right because we said how it was like in the diary was like 5 years ago, and I was like, or some shit. Yeah, so.
Yeah, they jumped from Nightmare on Elm Street was made in '84, and then they made Nightmare on Elm Street 2 in what?
Like I think
85?
85, probably like a year later. 85.
Okay, 85.
So we were right.
And in that movie, it jumps 5 years ahead. So it's like, whoa, okay, so we're in the future here. You know what I mean? And then, bam, this one jumps 6 years from the first one. So that's how I guess that's how they kind of put in part 2. But they never mentioned part 2. They never mentioned
part 2, like, at all. Barely, though. Unless someone was tripping, because, I mean, this is, like, I didn't write this down, too, but, like, which part was it? It was, fuck, I forgot which part was. I think it was with, what's his name? Philip? Like, the puppets and shit, and, like, it was, like, all, like, the dolls he made turn, like, into the shape of him. Which, again, like, the way that happened was cool. Like, the way he's took the shape of his face and his arm and everything, and then his hand,
creepy.
His hand had like the knives coming out instead of his actual glove. But then when he grew up, when he just was small, and he just got bigger, and then he had the glove in his hand. But I could have sworn, I probably should like look up the clip when I edit this, but like to see like his hand just goes, and then he just puts his hand up, and you see like little blades that come out of his fingers. So I don't know if that was a callback to the second one, or else I'm just tripping and whatever.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
because there's no way, like because other than that, like they don't mention the second movie at all.
Now, I told you when I was growing up that like nobody mentioned the second movie, so they might have been trying to like slowly just forget about it. Because this seems like just a direct sequel to the first one.
For sure, yeah.
If you just went to 1 to 3, like you're good. So I don't know. I did like the Freddy Snake deal.
Yes. Again, another fucking cool effect.
That's what I'm saying. In every fucking scene, there's something going on. Like whenever there's never nothing to look at in Freddy's world. There's always something creepy and just gross. But with Freddy Snake, how they pulled that off is fucking crazy. But even in the beginning, when you don't even see the snake and it's just running through the carpet and it goes through the walls and all that shit breaks. Like, it always blows my mind. I love shit like that. Like, I know it's fake.
Yeah.
But it's just like, how cool would it be to make that shit? Like, already and now, and people gotta like pull shit in the back to make it look like it's ripping and like just perfect timing.
Yeah, for real.
And I just miss that old. I mean, I know it still happens today, but this is like there's so much going on. It's like a fun house.
Like a practical effect galore.
Yeah, I want to walk through that house.
Yeah, like make an actual maze. Yeah.
I want to do that so bad because it's really fucking cool. But then the Freddy when the snake actually does come out and starts eating her.
Yeah, and it's just like getting her and going more is like. Yeah,
even they show the side and it's like it looks fucking real. And when I was a kid, it scared the shit out of me. That scared the fuck out of me. But then, dude, then Nancy coming in and then he turns and does like the badass you. And, as I live and breathe. You're like, I'm gonna fuck you. But yeah, that whole scene is badass. But that's so memorable, and it's just there's so many memorable Freddy moments in here, or just iconic scenes that people talk about all the time, because this is chef's kiss. This is a great movie.
It is.
I have to admit it. This is a great movie.
Oscar worthy.
Halloween 3 still sucks.
Halloween. And Scream 3 is good.
Scream 3 is good. Halloween 3 sucks ass.
Speaking of iconic scenes in this movie, the first one that I have just happens to be probably one of my favorites of this movie, and that's Philip's death.
Yes, sir.
Same thing. So earlier when I was mentioning how like they had like that claymation version of Freddy, like him of one of Philip's puppets that he made, and there's like nothing on it, and then they took the shape of his face. That was when he fucking like he was gonna scream and shit, and he was like shushed him real quick and just and then fucking cut his arms, his feet, dude.
And the Slim Jims come out.
And the Slim Jims come, his veins come out of his arm, and then it makes a little to make it look like it's like very like stringy, like dude.
I always hated that
like
too.
The nerves and stuff like that. And he's like him walking like that, and then Kincaid wakes up and doesn't fucking say. He's like, get up. Like, all right, have a fucking good stroll. You know, I'm like, what?
Kincaid,
come on, dude.
Damn it!
Even though he's like the coolest fucking character in this movie.
Love Kincaid.
Yeah,
Oh, I keep
Kincaid.
burping
Kincaid's a
coffee.
fucking man. Anyway, and then his just goes all the way. And then, dude, and then just him like standing at the top of the tower and everyone seeing this shit and they're like, don't, no. It's like, God, dude, one of like, I probably like the emotional for me.
It's sad.
It's sad.
It's really sad. Another one that fucked me up when I was a kid because little puppet things are scary.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of wish they would have kept him a little puppet longer. You know what I mean? Have him running around or something. But he does that and like grows up to a real man.
He's like a little.
Yeah, like you said, slice him up and just but the like you can tell he doesn't want to jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like awake and shit. Yeah.
And he's like, no.
And you see the little you see like a little edit of like Freddy going like this on top of the bell tower and shit. It's like pretty cool.
Yeah. And when he finally biffs it, it's super sad. And I kind of wish we would have got Philip for a little longer because
he was kind of he had like a mouth on him. He probably would talk shit too.
He seemed cool. He seemed like he should have been like one of the main people. Of course, Freddy's got a lot of great lines in here too, and of course, I know it's iconic, but I still love hearing him say it when he smashes that bitch's head in the TV.
Oh, that's like my next one too. Is that Jennifer's death?
Yeah, fuck Jennifer.
Yeah.
And he just slams her head in there and welcome to prime time, bitch. And
it
just
slams
like,
her face.
I love him saying bitch.
I wrote the part before that, like your big break on TV.
Yeah.
Welcome to prime time, bitch. Fucking throws her head. And by the way, she wants to be a fucking TV actress. I'm like, you of all people.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to crush her dreams, but yeah.
No, she could play like a little dwarf or something.
Yeah.
If they ever need a fat little troll, like, she could probably.
Oh my god.
She could probably do it. I mean, she is in a movie, so what are we saying, right?
Yeah, for real.
And Lawrence Fishburne's in here too.
Yeah, for real. I'm surprised we didn't write that down. We have fucking Morpheus in this bitch.
And he's cool as a motherfucker.
Still, dude.
He has that suave ass voice. Still.
Suave. He looked great in this time. God damn.
Yeah, he got a little pudge.
A little bad, but like still a good actor though. But yeah,
he's
like,
terrifying.
You can just see. Again, I don't want to make a comparison, but like Nancy, being the lead role in this one, and is Lawrence Fishburne just fucking randomly as a nurse and stuff. He's like, dude.
And who knew he was gonna pass her up?
Yeah.
For
real.
A lot of that's luck, dude. That's what I hear. Like people are like, it's actually it was. I want to say Sam Wilson. Anthony Mackie was talking about it. He was like talking about like dreams and all this kind of stuff, and he's like, I think it was Anthony Mackie. He was saying something about like that's what he tells his kid. Like he tells his kids like, yeah, you follow your dreams and all that kind of stuff, but there's another element of luck. Like you can't make it without it.
Like right place, right time, probably.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and just meeting the right person, getting you in, bam, and then you're set for fucking 5 years or whatever. Yeah, so
Crazy
like
shit.
he's like being real, like, hey, hard work doesn't always fucking pay off. You know what I mean? Like it's better than being a piece of shit, but
And that's why he's Captain America, bro.
Aye, sir. I'll follow you into the darkness.
Again, so the next thing I have is kind of a death, but not really. I just kind of like how they kind of went about it because you didn't really know until later. But it was the part to where like they're all having like an unauthorized group session, and then they realized Kristen, that she has like this gift of like big fucking Dream Warrior fucking gift, and that they all fell asleep, and they're all like, oh, we're not here, we're not in the dream world. Turn out they are. But as that's happening, you see Joey, the one that can't talk and shit, fucking follow the nurse into the other room and stuff, and then you see some stuff in there, and pretty much I just like how, again, another line that Freddy told him was like, feeling tongue-tied and fucking just wrapping his hands with tongue and stuff like that. Kind of ironic because he can't talk. That's why he said that. So I just like how, like, Freddy's, being like sadistic, doesn't care about your feelings or anything. He's just fucking.
He is super sadistic.
Yeah, you sadistic fuck. Ah, God, you sadistic fuck. But that was from a good movie. But anyway, that, and also like him just being tied, and then the bottom of the bed disappears, and you see hell.
Yes,
Dude,
terrifying.
Crazy, terrifying. Looks, I mean, you can always tell, like, but like, dude, just the way it looks, is just like crazy. You see the part of the mattress fall and it hits and disintegrates. Fire, good effects, dude. I'm like, God damn, this is an '80s movie too.
Yeah, you want to burn there forever? I don't think so.
No.
I found the Lord watching this movie.
Oh my
Kind of opened my eyes a little bit. I'm like,
Like, oh,
I got forever. You got to be
fuck.
Never
It's gotta
mind.
suck.
JC.
Oh
Okay.
man.
All right. Well, yeah, dude. That once again, I'm always like, when I was a kid, that scared me. But like, this movie must have fucked me up a little bit because all these things kind of come back when I'm watching it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, ugh, it still hits me a certain way, where I'm like, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. Even though, yeah, like you said, effects look a little shitty, but it's forgivable in
For
the
the
time.
time, yeah.
And I kind of like seeing those little pieces of movie magic. I enjoy. Like if you try to pull it off now, I'd be like, get fucked. But I like now, like seeing those old school ways and forgiving it for the time period and stuff. It's kind of fun. Actually, I watched the original The Mummy the other day, and I was just having a blast, just looking at the sets and stuff, and they're all acting all weird. Just, I love you.
Like
I've
a play,
always loved you.
like a play and shit.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah.
Barely meets this girl. He's like, I know I can make you happy. And just kidding. I'm like, okay with her.
I was gonna say to you, it was like, I'm sure,
Charming.
like if you were to, I kind of want to watch these movies again, but like in like its original form of watching it, which at the I guess VHS basically. I'm gonna like find a VHS of these movies and just watch them and see how it looks compared. Because we're watching this on a fucking banging 4K fucking TV,
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, but we're watching it, like on a fucking decent ass quality TV, and it's like that's not what it's meant for. It's meant to be watched in that time where it's like VHS tapes and like that. I kind of wanted to see how it looks and see that comparison because there's like other movie was like The Exorcist or something when you see her floating, but you kind of see like The Wire or something, or it's like some movie that was like that. I'm like, but it's not. I mean, it's forgivable because they didn't think at the time like, oh, they're gonna make some fucking banging quality shit,
No.
They didn't think about that.
Yeah, they had to know that like, oh, you're not gonna see that shit on camera. Like, don't even worry about it. No, we're good. They knew the science of their technology
for the time. So I'm saying, so like as much as we can sit here and be like, it looks weird, but I'm like, it's forgivable. It's 87, like you can only do so much at that time, but for what they did, it's like, dude, insane stuff. Insane stuff. So that's what I'm saying, like, dude, best movie of this franchise so far for me.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean that's about it.
I feel you, bro. I feel you, dude.
I feel you.
We already talked about Nancy, but this is I guess in this part of the movie where I noticed that she's way better in this. Neil.
Oh.
Neil. Okay, this guy comes in. He's a science guy, right? He's just believes in science. He just wants to do things by the books to help these kids. He does have a good heart. He doesn't want to help them, but he goes the way of science, not that foo-foo shit that they're talking about. And what I like his little arc in here, though.
Yeah.
Because he meets Freddy's mom. He doesn't know it's his mom yet, even though it's fucking obvious as shit. And she got banged by like 100 fucking psycho people.
Like she was like locked in here and whatever. She was like locked in the wing.
Nobody knew that she was in there
for like 4 days. I'm like, fuck.
Nobody knew she was in there, and she got railed by every dude in there. And then she had a bastard son
of 100 madmen.
100 madmen's come, all mixed into one face. That face. This actually looks better than his original face with all the cum on it. But anyway, so he keeps seeing this nun, and then that kind of sparks, like, she gives him little trails of like, yo, you might want to leave the science shit behind and start believing in God, pretty much.
Yeah.
And using this. And he does have an arc in that, and he does start, like, when it gets to the part where he's got to kick Freddy's ass, this motherfucker's getting holy water. He's getting crucifixes. He's stealing from the church.
I mean, he gave him his ID.
He did. He wants to do the right thing. He's like, I'm sorry, I'll bring it right back.
I'll bring it right back.
Here's my driver's license. I'm going to go drive a car now. But I like Neil's arc in this because, yeah, like at first he's a real straightforward, not douchey, but, pretty stern science man. And then he has no other choice but to vanquish Freddy, who didn't believe in the first place, with some spiritual shit. I just kind of like that. I like that. I like that arc. That's what I'll call it.
It is. It's a damn good arc.
Yeah, I like Neil. Anyway, and I've heard people call him Bill Maher before, and I'm like, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, definitely see it.
I see it. He looks like Bill Maher.
Going on from that, I do kind of have something already similar to where you mentioned. It was like, I just put how like you get like kind of like more information about like Freddy's lore and stuff like that, about his mom and stuff, and what's it called? And you see the connection with like the psychiatric hospital like with the mom there, and also with the kids, because at this point it was already revealed that they're the last of the Elm Street kids, which you already mentioned before. That was at that time. I was about that time.
Tom DeLonge.
Yeah. I don't know why I said like that. Aside from that, I have that you see Nancy's dad again.
Yes.
Comes back.
That badass motherfucker.
For real. Bro's
cool.
like that's like that's like a man, dude. That's like
so cool.
That's like that's a man's man in the 80s standards, man.
He was drinking High Life, old ass High Life too. That shit was probably
in the can,
delicious.
in that can and shit. It's
Smoking
crazy.
Reds. What a badass. What a good time.
For real. It's in the bar and shit.
God damn it.
But yeah, but you kind of see like how he was. You can see pretty much in this point in his life, which is like 6 years later, he's like an opposite of what he was in the first movie. First movie, he was like, you know, detective and all that shit. And this one, he's a security guard. And then obviously, with the passing of the wife and shit, and then Nancy's mom is like, you can tell
he went downhill.
He's a drunk.
Yeah,
all that shit.
Him and Nancy ain't talking. And I they didn't say this, but I'm putting it together that he was, I think he's a security guard at the junkyard.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming that. Yeah,
he got in there real easy and he knew where Freddy's thing was, and it kind of makes sense if he was like maybe trying to guard it, so in case something did happen. They didn't go that far into it, but I'm wondering if
that could have.
Are we supposed to be smart enough?
I mean, I'm assuming so.
It looks like, because he just like opens doors, like, come on, it's the Cadillac over here. Like, I think he's a guard there on purpose.
So you can just hide his remains there.
Yeah, and always kind of look after it. Because he does goes toe to toe with that motherfucker.
He does. Sick.
And he dies. I have another great Freddy line when it kind of looks like the beginning of the movie again.
Yeah, I have right here too.
Okay. And Kristen thinks that it was all just a dream, and her mom's there, and she's just going back to bed, and it's that same scene to where some asshole from downstairs is like, hey, where do you keep the bourbon? And she's like, I'll be right down or something. And then, yeah. But this time, Freddy comes out of nowhere, slices the mom's head off. But when he does, he says, where's the fucking bourbon? Gets her. But I don't know. He's just so, it's not scary, but I don't know how to put it.
This was wacky.
It's enjoyable. Like, I don't know what to say. Whenever I see him just freak out and say some dumb shit like that, I'm like, like, I like it a lot. This is where we get like Freddy unleashed a little bit. Like, you've seen enough of Freddy. Let's let him go off the rails a little bit here. And I mean, they go way off the rails later, but for right now, this is a good one. This is a fun one. It's fun and scary. It's a
good mix.
Yeah. It's a very good. He knows how to balance the tone very well. Like, okay, go off a little bit and have some fun, and then also be terrifying. And he's pervy as shit all the time with his little tongue.
Yeah. So this is a part to where I get a little. I don't have much left because I got confused. Because like you had, so this is the part to where like Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
And Nancy they get banished from the fucking hospital, and then that's when they meet the dad and stuff, trying to figure out how to get rid of him, once and for all. And then they get the phone call saying that Kristen's gonna be put in solitary by herself. They're gonna sedate her, all that shit. She's gonna fall asleep, and then she has to go back to the hospital to save her ass. And then Bill Maher and Nancy's dad go fucking find his body and stuff. And then she's at the hospital and she gets everyone try to like fall asleep and stuff to, meet with her in the dream world and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they all have like the, their thing. And, so what is it? So Will is like the guy in the wheelchair. And then you have Taryn. Okay. So I do have, okay. Reason why I mentioned those two is because they get killed. But they don't really talk about it as much afterward. They're like, okay, they're dead, Yeah. Because Taryn, she's like in that fucking, that alleyway, which is cool. I call it there, like they were all in that. They're all in like in that little like fucking crazy room, solitary room, and then they see the rips coming in. And then they all get separated. Yeah. And stuff, and then but for her, she was in this alleyway. She's thinking, she's all badass with her fucking long mohawk, which I'm like.
I got that as a negative, bro. That's the only negative I have in this whole movie. Is Taryn's whole badass punk rock persona.
It was like, okay.
It's cringe. I'm hot, or what?
I wish I wish I was, or something like
I'm beautiful.
Beautiful and bad. and she's having
She
like a
got a
knife.
stupid mohawk and
I'm like, okay, whatever.
just fucking killed
But
her.
her deal was that she was like, she's in there because she's like a junkie, or she was, so she's like in rehab and stuff like that. And you kind of get like a few moments to where like she gets teased about it, or she got like, you know, like almost provoked to start using again, but she didn't. So you kind of just show that like that strength of character.
By that cool guy who's trying
Like that. So you kind of see like that strength of character to where she kind of denies that, and she's, you know, obviously way past that. But when she's in that alley in that nightmare and stuff like that, and she the old guy come up and then kind of walk past her, and then he's like, "What the fuck?" And she turns around and there's Freddy right there. She kind of gets him. She sizes her, and then she gets him in the fucking arm, in the arm like that. And but the one thing I have written down was that, again, another cool effect that they did was that, you know, instead of the knives on the hand, it was just like this syringes of like fucking, I guess like something, I don't know, a drug or something or whatever.
I don't know. It was some kind of blue stuff.
Yeah, and then she just fucking stabs her in the arms.
I'll take some.
Or no, but before she stabs her, you see the little arms in her holes in her arm,
like,
and then it's like popping and opening. I'm like, ugh. God, that's why I have it down. And I was like, what the fuck? God.
Yeah, imagine waking up and those are all over your body.
It's like, I know, like an actual phobia of like holes and shit.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I feel that way, dude. It's gross.
But anyway, and then she stabs it, and then she's dead. And it's like, okay. But they don't talk about it afterwards, that she's fucking gone and stuff like that. And same thing with Will. Will's fucking walking. He has his little fucking, has his weird they have the wheelchair covered in fucking spikes and shit, which I'm like, that's kind of cool. And then I was like kind of making a joke, because like, I know he's trying to get him into the chair. I'm like, what if they have like all that shit, where there's a dildo right in the middle of the seat. You're like, come on, sit down. Take a seat. Back on the all that shit. And then he has his weird moment too, where he's like a fucking wizard master and shit.
Yeah.
It's like he did little Palpatine fingers.
Yeah, his Palpatine fingers. And it looks like a really generic, like Harry Potter.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the wizard master.
Wizard master, beyond.
I'm the key master. Are you the gatekeeper?
Like, yeah. Hi, I'm the key master. Are you the gatekeeper? And then he tries to kill him with the zaps.
With the zap, and and what is he says?
I vanquish you, demon, or something like that. Really gay, cringy dialogue, and then. How's Freddy kill? Oh, it just stabs him.
No, he just gets him. He's like, sorry, I don't believe in fairy tales. And bah, stabs him in the heart. And that's all you see of him. That's it. And it's like, okay, but I thought like they were just whatever, but no, they're dead. Like they don't come back at all. No one seems to care. So I guess they don't. I mean, I guess they care, but you don't really see much. Like they don't really focus on them.
They're dead. They're dead.
That's what I'm saying, because you don't see them again.
Yeah, you don't.
Something's like
no, because then it's like final act stuff where they go to like the boiler room area of the whole fucking place. And I said that I think that was my next thing.
Yeah.
Was it's that whole design down there is fucking crazy. It's pretty badass.
It's again another cool thing about this movie.
The set right here, the Freddy's. I'm gonna call it Freddy's boiler room. That shit's fucking crazy looking, dude. It just looks like hell. A hell version of a boiler room, but it looks
like a junkyard,
almost like Roger Rabbit-y, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a cool kind of vibe to it, and even like Nancy running down the fucking pipe and stuff. There's like cool little elements like that. Like she could have just walked down some stairs and went right to him, but they're like, let's put a pipe here. You know what I mean? Make it look more industrial and just because that's always a theme with Freddy. When you go into this, it's like really
like pipes,
like a factory more than a fucking house. You know, it looks a lot of pipes like. Kind of like in a boat or something, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Anyway, boiler room stuff.
Boiler room, yeah, boiler.
But yeah, I thought that whole set was just fucking badass.
Yeah, and then that's what I'm saying. That's why I kind of said his death, like, but kind of, because then it revealed that he's still alive and shit like that. He was in a coma, but you know, he could have died and stuff, but no.
Yeah.
He gets saved.
He gets saved. Out of all the people. No, I'm just kidding.
Out of all people.
And yeah, she does end up saving him, Nancy.
Good shit.
And then, do you have any more? All the fucking kids' faces and
oh yeah,
in his skin and his belly and shit like that, and they're like, yeah. Once again, creeped me the fuck out a lot when I was a kid. That was just like terrifying. Oh god, it was just gross, dude. Just gross. Goddamn, I got paid again.
You got paid twice.
And at the same time, right after that, there's the skeleton fight.
Oh yeah,
with the dad. We kind of talked about it a little bit. But yeah, Freddy comes back.
Oh, because they're going like back and forth in the junkyard and then to Freddy's boiler rooms like that. And that's like when they already kind of found his body in the Cadillac and shit.
Yep.
They're already digging the hole, and I guess he can sense that, and he's whoop, he just disappears real quick. Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me go handle this real quick.
But that whole, once again, it's dated as fuck. but they did a pretty damn good job. It looks. I think there's something creepier to the
skeleton,
kind of like the claymation, stop motion kind of moves of it, because it's not, it's kind of jerky, and I think that makes it creepier.
For sure, yeah.
And he's fighting it, and yeah, and then the dad biffs. He biffs it, but Bill Maher saves the day.
Yeah.
By who? The one and only JC dude.
JC.
Mm-hmm. He came down and kicked his ass.
Buff Jesus
came out. Timon Beezus just came out.
Timon Beezus.
And then yes, we are getting to.
Oh, and then it goes back. It goes back to Freddy's boiler room. I'd say Freddy's hell, Freddy's boiler room, whatever.
Yeah, you know what we're talking
and
about.
then they're there and shit, and then they can't wake up because she's still sedated, so they can't wake up and shit like that, or she can't wake up. And you just see the dad appear and shit, and it is like, oh, like I'm gone, I'm kids saying goodbye, I'm crossing over or something. She's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And you gotta say goodbye, and then they have like again, you would think it's a sentimental, emotional moment, and then nope, just Freddy just and stabbed it right in the fucking gut. I'm like, oh, you bitch. Oh, well, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. All right, there we go. Cool.
That's when we were talking about Freddy being sadistic before.
Yeah.
I was like, that's like the big. He's always tricking people, but this is like, that's fucked up.
That's low.
That's
so low.
Because her dad's really dead too. I don't even think she knows that yet.
No.
You know what I mean? He's like, I've crossed over. Goodbye, Charlie.
Yeah. Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie. You guys ever seen Jack Frost?
with the only redeeming quality about that movie, Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. That's a great movie.
It is.
It hits you right in the heart.
I watched that like growing up without even knowing who he was. I was like, oh, this guy's cool.
He's got earrings.
Yeah, he's so cool.
Harmonica, singing in a band. Anyway, that's Jack Frost is a great movie.
Jack Frost is also a great movie.
But yeah, when Freddy acts like Nancy's dad and kills her, that's fucked up. That's a brutal way to go, and that's how Nancy goes.
Yeah, it's kind of sad too. But also, I was like gonna mention too, like they were in like that little like mirror room as well, and I also kind of liked how like again you just see Freddy's like he's everywhere. What did he say? He's like fuck, what's the line? The one line he was saying, but he's kind of like everyone gonna have a piece of me or something, and then he just spreads out and all the mirrors and stuff, and he's like, yeah, obviously the biggest mirror you see is him going with his tongue and shit. I'm like, okay, cool. So you're still playing on the fact this guy's a fucking creep, and but it's still cool though. And then he gets one person in, grabs another person, and then what's his name? Joey. He's in the corner, fucking coward.
Finally says some shit. Goddamn.
Yeah. He sees everyone getting pulled into the fucking mirrors and stuff, and he just fucking. He screams and stuff because he can't talk, but he lets out a scream, which again, pretty obvious that was gonna be his dream or something that he dreams about. He can.
I don't know why it wasn't that right away. It went right to pussy right away.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Joey.
Come on, dude. But anyway, and then he just.
Do you like him? Mm-hmm. Oh, not even. And what is he, like 16?
Probably.
And she's like
30, like late 20s, early 30s.
Nice. Score. That's a story right there.
But anyway, and then he lets out a scream, and then he just saves everyone, and then all that shit happens afterwards, like with the.
It ends pretty quick after that.
Yeah, and then
after Nancy dies, it's like, okay, let's just wrap this up.
No one gives a fuck.
Mm-hmm. Freddy gets a bunch of holes in him.
Oh, because that's when the doctor was a Dr. Neil.
Let's call him Neil.
Or this is and that's when he like kind of just throws the body in there, his fucking skeleton, and he starts saying, "Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Lord have mercy, I'm gonna bust." And then he has the holy water, and then you just see the holes coming. And then he puts
holy water.
Oh.
So they made holes in him. Come on.
And then the crucifix, and he has like a little cross on his forehead, and gone.
Dead.
And then they have Nancy's funeral and stuff. And then also at the same time, that's like at her funeral and stuff is when they revealed that nun was Freddy's mom.
Yeah. Even though it was obvious as fuck.
Even though it was pretty obvious as fuck. And
she's always running away. He's like, God, just stay in place.
Yeah, you keep walking away.
Showing up, just staring at him.
And then just walks away, and you're just like, you're just gone.
Fuck, God damn it. I got bad knees. I want to walk up all those stairs.
How the fuck are you doing this?
But yeah. Great movie though.
And it ends obviously just knowing that he's still out there because
Bill Maher's sleeping.
Yeah, he's sleeping. And, yeah, it was all these kids fucking died on my watch, and someone close to me died on my watch, and I got a guy killed for no reason. He sleeps tight. He's just sleeping.
All up.
And then you just see the house that Kristen built, and it's just the bedroom lights just turns on.
Yeah.
I think Nancy's bedroom lights turn on.
And that little figure that Nancy said was like a good omen for dreams when we went to her house. I noticed that too, that was there. So he had that to protect her. That was like, that's cute. That's a nice little wrap up move. You still got a little piece of Nancy there, and you got Kristen there.
But then the light turns on,
so you're fucked anyway.
Yeah, so you're fucked anyway. And that's how it ends. But I mean, other than that, like, again, this is really good movie, good ass effects, good movie. Acting, good writing, and I'm just like, yeah, this is actually like
I hate admitting that I like this one the most. Just because I know it's everybody's favorite, but damn it, it's
saying, like, rightfully so. It is, it should be like the best one.
It is really good. So we've seen 1, 2, and 3 right in a row, and as of right now, mine is 3, 2, 1. I'm going 3, 2, 1. I think it's just because 1 I've seen just a grip of times, so just seeing 2, I enjoyed watching 2.
I probably have to switch up. I'm probably gonna say 3, 1, 2.
3, 1, 2.
3, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2.
Sounds like a badass rapper area code.
Yeah, you know how we do it. 3, 1, 2. Yep. Anyway.
Yeah. So you said what?
3, 1, 2.
3, 1, 2. Yeah.
I mean, it's subject to change. We're kind of just changing it as we go, but that's kind of hard. I mean, I don't know.
It's kind of fun. It's fun to just do them as we go. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of cool. We have like a little, and in winter place we have blah 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 blah.
You see?
And yeah, Freddy's Revenge, a close second. Dream Warriors takes it. Dream Warriors does take it. If you haven't seen this movie, go see this movie. This is a badass movie.
It is.
This is really cool. I really enjoyed it this time. I was really like focused on like, God damn, these sets are badass.
Yeah,
like,
and we watched it like a couple of months ago in October last year.
Yeah.
I was watching it. I'm like, yeah, this movie's great. I was watching it again. I'm like, I was down to watch the movie again.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Well, I have nothing else to say. Do you, sir?
Oh, okay, I do have one last thing. It was something stupid, but I just put how like the power of the Lord defeated Krueger. For now.
For now.
For now.
It was worth a shot. I'm a believer. Tell you what.
I'm a believer.
And I saw her face. I'm a believer.
I believe.
We're fucking cracked out on coffee.
We're cracked out.
Diet Pepsi.
All right.
Cool.
All right, anyway.
All right, that's it for now. Well, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate every single one of you. And we'll never ask, but thank you to everybody that subscribed. Really appreciate that. And be on the lookout. We're going to be doing some Final Destination stuff coming up.
Yeah.
We're really stoked about it.
Hell
and
yeah.
of course, we're going to continue on with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
But for right now, this is Rock Hard out.
Beans, rice, and Jesus Christ. Bitches.
Doodles.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.